Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, my malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac. Actually, I'm lying, guys, okay? This is going to be a very specific reading. I'm so used to going through my regular intro, guys. This is going to be a missing mystery, actually, guys, okay? This has been, like, in the news, in the media, on, for a little bit now, and I've sat back and I've watched and I've listened to the bullshit, and I knew it was bullshit from the jump, okay? But I just wanted to see what was going to be said, what was going to be done, how far it was going to go, and enough is enough at this point, guys, okay? And I've literally been drawn to this thing for the longest, and like, there's certain things that get put in.
You've got mail.
This brought to my attention on purpose, and it really kind of pisses me off, because it's like, if you need my help, just say you need my help, okay? Because it's bullshit. But the thing about these type of situation, people be acting like they want to know the truth, but if I give you the truth, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth. You don't want the truth that I'm gonna give you when it comes to these situations, especially when it has to do with prominent people, certain individuals who are involved, guys, okay? So I don't know. I guess these people are used to, like, fake people who do certain things like this or what have you. But, like, it's all bad. It's totally freaking wrong, okay? Like, this could literally be anybody's grandmother, and it's ridiculous. From the moment that I heard this, I'm like, dude, nobody is abducting elderly women. Period. Okay, so y'all can come up with something else, and I was waiting for them to come up with something else, okay? And then it's like, it's a ransom, okay? But then you don't pay the ransom, okay? And this person has a daughter who got ties to the industry, and in media and different things like that. I believe this person even had a husband who had ties to the government and prominent figures and different things like that. And I'm like, bullshit on top of bullshit, smothered in more bullshit with this situation, okay? First of all, nobody is going around here. You can get a career criminal that is not going to abduct some senior citizen grandmother from their home, let alone a senior citizen grandmother who has prominent, well-to-do family members, okay? It's not gonna fucking happen, okay? So I'm like, there's something more to the situation. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about at this point, I'm talking about Miss Nancy Guthrie, okay? I'm tired, okay? I feel like the bullshit has gone on long enough, so I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents, as it relates to the situation, guys, because this is pathetic, and it's ridiculous, and anybody with common sense, I don't know by now that there's more to this story, guys, okay? Now, Nancy Guthrie, is, if I'm not mistaken, let me look here. Nancy Guthrie, if I'm not mistaken, it's like an 84-year-old woman, okay, guys? So, like, who the fuck do you know? Okay? You can even think of anybody that you know has got a criminal background that's around here abducting elderly grandmothers, okay? Like, nobody. Okay? Like, come up off the bullshit already, okay? But I'm like, this is so wrong. This is so disrespectful. I'm like, this woman is an elderly lady. Like, who in the fuck would abduct this woman like this? You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, this woman has lived a long, full life. She's 80-some years old and have to put up with this shit now? You know what I'm saying? You're saying this person just vanished into thin air, come up missing. And of course, you know, when these things happen, like I said, this person, so let me just say this. Nancy Guthrie is, like, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, like an 84-year-old woman. Okay, she's from Arizona. She allegedly was abducted from her home in Arizona. Okay, her daughter Her daughter, if I'm not mistaken, is Samantha Guthrie. She's like an ABC journalist or something like that, or what have you. I even seen something. Is it ABC or NBC? It's ABC, I believe. Okay, so her daughter automatically, is wrapped up in, the industry, the media, so on television, different things like that, or what have you. I believe I seen somewhere where her husband has some ties to prominent figures, government individual, persons in government and different things like that. I'm not really sure, maybe, what all Miss Nancy Guthrie did in her life as far as like, her background and her career. But I've been seeing this, okay, and it keeps popping up and it keeps popping up, okay. And what made me go ahead and say something, sometimes I be biting my tongue with shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain things I want to pop off right away because I know it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be too early when shit be going on or whatever, and you want to see what other... some things can happen and I can straight up tell you it was a sacrifice. I know it. Spirit tell me right away in my heart of hearts without me pulling any cards, doing anything, I can tell you it was a sacrifice, okay? Just like, certain situations with recent celebrities whose family members who passed away, those were sacrifices, okay? So I knew it was bullshit. Okay. So for a while now this lady has been missing since February 1st of 2026. Okay. So this month. Okay. I knew it was bullshit when they said that there was a ransom. Okay. And so it's like, well, if this woman is alive, why haven't you paid the ransom? Okay, or attempt to pay the ransom or anything like that to get your mother back or whatever. There's been no efforts, okay? Like this ransom has been, like it has gone from one amount to up to another amount, back and forth type of communication between individuals who are communicating with each other about this situation. I'm like, this is total bullshit, bro. Total bullshit, okay? And then, I think it was day before yesterday. It was either yesterday or day before yesterday, okay? Let me see. Today is the 12th, right? Yeah, so I think it was on the 10th. All of a sudden, out the blue, they come out with a video, and from the moment I seen the video, I knew it was faked. It was faked. It was fabricated. It was made the fuck up. Okay, they claim that this is the video from like the Ring camera from this woman's home. If you had that, you would have released that from the jump. Why in the fuck did it take you 10 whole days to release a supposed video of a supposed suspect? Okay, and all you see this person doing is staring directly into this camera, looking dead in the camera with the ski mask on and all this other. I'm talking about eye contact in this camera. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's all they show. You never see this person. There's no image of this person dragging Nancy Guthrie out the home, loading her up in a vehicle, pulling off with her. None of that. All you see is this idiot that is standing right in front of the camera, looking right in the camera like, catch me if you can. Like, who the fuck does this? Okay? And any other criminal, if this was for real, okay, and a person did this, they would have walked up, seen there was a camera, and put a piece of tape or something over the camera to cover it up. You wouldn't have seen them but a glimpse of a minute, okay? This person stood in front of this is how I knew it was faked. It was faked. It was fabricated. So from the moment I seen the faked video that came out 10 days, now remind you, this is not a camera from the neighbor's house, people down the street. This is the supposed camera of the victim from her home. The Ring camera outside the house, okay? But it took you 10 fucking whole days to produce it, to put it out. It's real simple, okay? I can pull up all of my cameras right the fuck now. Inside my house, outside my, like, it doesn't take long, and you can go in the thing and you can pull up previous images, shots, or whatever that it took or whatever, and pull it up right away, post it right away. What are you talking about? Why did it take you 10 days? Okay, but this is a alleged suspect, and this elderly woman is missing. This is a mother, this is likely a grandmother, or what have you, okay? And then our children, they're eerie as the fuck, okay? And every recording that I've seen, they're like adult children of the fucking corn or some shit. It's like, the fuck is wrong with them? Excuse my language. I apologize, okay? Because I'm upset that this elderly woman is missing, okay? This is not right. It's not okay. Okay, so, I'm not coming across politically to fuck correct, and I really don't care about anybody else's feelings right now. I do. I care about people. I care about the family of this person, okay, especially family who had absolutely nothing to do with this situation, don't know anything, they're worried about this woman just as much as anybody else may be, okay? My condolences. Okay, so I'm not coming off, and don't take this like I'm coming off and not sympathetic to the family or anything. It's not like that. Okay, um, I'm just upset that this would be done to an elderly person. I'm upset that it's been a bunch of fuckery in the media. I can look at it and I can I can call bullshit from miles the fuck away. It's bullshit. The family and the authorities know more than what they are saying. I know that matter of factly. The video is faked. It's fabricated. It's made up. That's why it took you 10 days to put it out. That's why I'm pissed off, okay? So I do apologize, okay? For coming off the way I just did, just towards the family. But the family the children look eerie as the fuck. The main person that does the talking is the journalist's daughter, okay? And like for this woman to have been on TV and been in the media and a journalist, she don't know how to fake it well. I'm sorry, ma'am. You don't know how to fake it well. Okay? The dry sniffs, the fake tears, and all that. You don't know how to fake it well. Okay? Because I can call bullshit on everything that you're saying. Like, it's literally has come across really fucked up. And the other two, the children, like the other daughter and the son, like it's eerie as the fuck. It's eerie. And it's like so weird. It's so eerie. It's almost something out of an old movie or something, like from the 80s. Like, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but if you watch the videos that the family has recorded, like when they come on and they're making pleas, and different things like that or whatever. And I even seen something where one person was pointing out the like verbatim. There was one video that they're all the children are sitting there, they're recording a video. The Samantha daughter, the journalist daughter, is talking, and she's like, "Oh, she was saying something about she was such a good woman." I forget exactly verbatim what she had said, but this woman verbatimly said the exact words, and she was like, "Just ask her." And it's like, what type of idiot sit up and tell a person you're pleading to the public, with anybody with any information, you're pleading to the supposed abductors, oh, just talk to that person, just ask that person. Why the fuck would you be telling them to ask them and talk to them and different shit like that of your parent that is missing, okay? Somebody pointed out that it was verbatim the exact words from the woman whose daughter went missing in Silence of the Lambs, okay? And they showed a clip of it. I'm like, you damn sure right. Like, it is. Like, these people are eerie as the fuck. And when I tell you, when you look at their recordings, like, I don't know if it's the lighting in the room is so dim. It looks dark. Like, it looks eerie. Like, the video looks damn near vintage. It looks like it was recorded in the fucking 80s. It's like, what are they doing? Like, what is happening right now? You understand what I'm saying? So anyway. Okay, what literally triggered me, I'm like, okay, it's enough, okay? And then, like, so I seen the fake video. I knew it was totally fake. It was totally bullshit. And then here recently, I've seen that they've got this huge billboard up on, like, the side of the highway somewhere, with this woman's face on it, asking, hey, if you know anything, if you've seen anything, call this number, report to this number, blase, blase, bloom, or what have you. And, sometimes I'm drawn to things for a reason, okay? And like I said, I'm not unsympathetic to the families and the friends and the loved ones of this woman. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that a woman of this age, like this, any woman that this would happen to, but especially an elderly woman. Like, who the fuck has time for this when you're an elderly woman? You raised your children, you likely have grandchildren, you're living out, your golden years, your last stage, you know what I'm saying? And somebody comes along and supposedly abduct you? Like, I'm like, it's more to the story. It's bullshit, okay, guys? So, like I said, this is about Nancy Guthrie, okay? If I'm not mistaken, this lady is like 84 years old. She's from Arizona. She's alleged to have been abducted from her home. She went missing or was reported missing on February 1st of 2026, okay? Like I said, I don't know the names of her other children. I could look it up or what have you. But this is Miss Nancy, guys, okay? Can y'all see that? This is Miss Nancy. The one in the blue shirt is Miss Nancy Guthrie, and that's her daughter. I believe her name is Samantha Guthrie, okay? This is a video that they came out with 10 days ago of the alleged abductor, okay? You see how clear he is? At one point in time, he walks up in the camera, just looking in the camera, you know? Like it ain't nobody business. You know what I'm saying? But you never, it's clear of the images you see of this. You never see this man drag this woman out, you know, or anything like that. This video was clearly fabricated. It was clearly made up, guys, okay? I know that ring camera video was faked. It was like some type of reenactment or something like that, okay? And it's ridiculous that these people with all this power and authority and these scientists and these, you know, supposed gurus and all this other kind of shit, they run around all the time acting like they're all big and bad. They got all this technology and artificial intelligence and all this other gadgets and gadgets that they got, but it takes you 10 fucking days to produce a video of a suspect, of an alleged kidnapper, abductor of this elderly woman. It's ridiculous. Like, where were you hiding? Where were you covering up? Obviously, it took them 10 days to come up with this reenactment to show the public. But it's stupid, guys, okay? They have got to stop playing in the faces of the people, okay? Because everybody around here ain't dumb, okay? Everybody around here is not asleep or under mind control, okay? So I've done a spirit reading thus far, guys, and what I found out is sad. It's sad, okay? I'm doing this to give answers to the people the real people who love this woman, whose family or friends of this woman, who really care about this one woman and wonder what really happened to her, okay? Nobody is paying me to say any of this stuff, do any of this stuff, or anything like that, or what have you. I don't have some popular channel. I don't have any sponsors or no shit like that, so I'm not getting anything out of doing this reading, guys, okay? This reading is allegedly according to the information that has been given to me by my spirit guides, okay? And I have to say that, you know, even though this is not an entertainment matter, I have to say that this is for your entertainment purposes only, okay? And like I said, all the information I'm going to provide you is allegedly, guys, okay? And like I said, I'm doing this in good faith, okay, for the friends, the family, the loved ones of this woman. I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, okay? I just call bullshit bullshit. I don't really care where the bullshit comes from. It could be any shape, size, color. It can come from any person, any direction. I call it like I see it, and it is what it is, okay? And there's certain things that I've seen about the situation that is complete BS to me, okay? I feel like it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely disrespectful that such thing would be done to an elderly person, let alone anybody. But, you know, and it is sad, okay? This woman has been missing for 2 weeks now, okay? And you know, nobody has a suspect, nobody has a clue, nobody, you know, or nothing, okay? And I even think I seen something where allegedly, you know, somebody was taken into custody for questioning and different things, but this person was released and all this other kinds of stuff or what have you, guys. But I've done a spirit reading so far, okay? I may pull some cards here, but the information that I got in the spirit reading is damning enough, okay? It's damning enough. And I knew when I first heard about this, that this woman, I'm telling you, nobody abducts elderly women, y'all, okay? So I knew from the jump, if anything happened to this woman, more than likely this woman was no longer alive, okay? Nobody abducts elderly women and then hold them for fucking ransom. Nobody, okay? So you just have to, look at the situation. Like some of this stuff, all you got to have is common sense. You ain't got to be no genius, no rocket scientist. You don't even have to have no extravagant degrees to figure out some of this stuff. Some of this stuff, they just be straight up playing in people's face and just literally putting bullshit in people's face and expecting you, the people, the masses, to be too dumb to figure it out, or so brainwashed and dumbed down and under mind control where you just don't give a damn. You just don't care. But I do give a damn. I do care, because this is sad. This is an elderly lady, okay? And this lady should not have to go. Nobody should have to go through this like this, okay? But they really need to stop the bullshit. They need to stop the press on this bullshit, okay? But what I've figured out is really sad. So I'm going to go through this spirit reading real quick, guys, and then I'm going to show you how I got these answers from this spirit reading. As you can see, the spirit board here that I have, there's nothing ominous about this, okay? There's nothing sinister or demonic about this spirit board. In the first circle here, it's just zodiac signs. The second circles is nothing but numbers from 0 to number 9. Okay. The third circle is the days of the week, and the what's in the middle, no, is here at the top and the bottom. Yes, it's left to right. Then you have rephrase here. You have maybe here. Okay. When getting certain answers. So this is the board that I'm going to be using because I'm in my room right now, guys. I'm not in my desk. In the living room or what have you, guys. Okay, so I asked Spirit, was Nancy really abducted? Was Nancy Guthrie really abducted? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, did a stranger abduct Nancy Guthrie? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, was Nancy Guthrie awake when she was taken? That question was, Spirit lets me know is not applicable because I've already been told that Nancy was not, in fact, abducted at all, okay? I asked Spirit, did a family member hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, did a family friend hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, are there any government officials involved in Nancy's disappearance? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, is Nancy Guthrie alive? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, is Nancy Guthrie deceased? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was Nancy silenced for some reason? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was the video recording of the abduction faked? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, do the family and authorities know more than they're telling the public? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, is Nancy Guthrie still in Arizona? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, do Nancy Guthrie have secret government information that somebody wanted to keep hidden? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, did someone kill Nancy Guthrie? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, do the family know what happened to Nancy? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, did a neighbor or a stranger hurt or harm Nancy? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, did someone who works for the government hurt or harm Nancy? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was Nancy familiar with the person who hurt or harmed her? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was Nancy's body disposed of? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, is Nancy being held hostage? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, was the abduction fabricated? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was Nancy's body around and in or in the area or the vicinity of her home? Spirit tells me yes. Okay. I asked Spirit, was Nancy disposed of outside of her home? Spirit tells me no. I asked Spirit, is there a cover up of Nancy Guthrie's death? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, did the secret information that Nancy Guthrie had have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was the information pertaining to human or sex trafficking? Spirit tells me yes. I asked Spirit, was it a I went through a list of people and then I got to the person or the persons that it was, okay? So I already asked about family. I asked about friends of the family. I asked about strangers, neighbors, and different things. As such, Spirit had already told me that it was government officials were involved. So I asked Spirit, did a politician kill Nancy Guthrie? Spirit tells me yes. Okay. Spirit tells me that there was a politician that visited Nancy on the day that she was said to have been abducted. Okay, this politician is a politician from her state or in her state of Arizona. Okay, Spirit tells me that Nancy was home alone, because I specifically asked Spirit, was there any family members or friends over at her house at the time of this visit? Spirit tells me no. Spirit also tells me that Nancy died by poison. Okay, and I broke this down. Okay, and I went through a whole series of things. I asked Spirit, was Nancy shot? I gotta know. Was Nancy stabbed? I gotta know. Was Nancy injected with something? Spirit tells me no. Was she strangled? Spirit tells me no. And then I got a hit on poison. She was poisoned, but Spirit tells me she was forced to take something. Okay, so this could have been in a pill form, it could have been in a liquid form, but she was forced to take something. This was some kind of poison, and it killed her. Okay. Spirit is telling me that the family knows Nancy was going to be sacrificed as well. Okay, so the family was not directly involved in her death, but there is family who knows that she was going to be sacrificed in an effort to be silenced about the information that she knew pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, so that's the information I got you in the spirit reading. Okay. So, hold on. We're going to go through these again, and I'm going to let you all watch me get these answers. If you see the pendulum rock forwards, on some of my boards, it goes the other way, okay? But if you see it rock forwards or backwards, like up or down, that's a no. If it rocks left to right or right to left, either way, that's a yes. You got yes here and yes here, no here, no here, okay? If it rocks sideways, that's a maybe. If it rocks this way, that's a rephrase. It's telling me to rephrase, okay? Archangels, guardian angels, divine spirit, universe, I come in peace, I come in love, I come in light. Most High God, divine ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, please give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to Nancy Guthrie, who has been missing since February 1st of 2026 from the state of Arizona. Spirit, was Nancy really abducted? Was Nancy really abducted? That is a no. Hopefully you all can see this clearly. Did a stranger abduct Nancy Guthrie? No. Also, Most High God, I block, bind, and I rebuke any and all evil, wicked, demonic entities, deities, persons, places, or things that could be trying to hinder the truth or clarity from coming out in this reading. Okay? Spirit, was Nancy awakened when she was taken? As you can see, the pendulum is still, so that's a non-answer. Okay, so I got not NA on that, which means not applicable. Okay, Spirit, did a family member hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? Did a family member hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? Did a family member hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? No. Did a family friend hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? No. Are there any government officials involved in Nancy's disappearance, Spirit? Are there any government officials that are involved in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? Yes. Is Nancy Guthrie alive? Is Nancy Guthrie alive, Spirit? No. Is Nancy Guthrie deceased? Is Nancy Guthrie deceased, Spirit? Yes. Was Nancy silenced for some reason, Spirit? Did someone want to silence Nancy? Yes. Was the video recording of the abduction faked, Spirit? Was the video recording produced by the police faked? Yes. Do the family or authorities know more than they are telling the general public? Yes. Is Nancy Guthrie still in Arizona? Is Nancy Guthrie's body still in Arizona, Spirit? Yes. Do Nancy Guthrie have secret government information that somebody wanted to keep hidden? Did Nancy Guthrie have top secret information or government information that somebody wanted to keep secret? Yes. Did someone kill Nancy Guthrie, Spirit? Did someone kill Nancy Guthrie? Yes. Do the family know what happened to Nancy Guthrie, Spirit? Does the family know what happened to Nancy? Do the family know what happened to Nancy, Spirit? Yes. Did a neighbor or stranger hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? Did a neighbor or a stranger hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie? No. Did someone who works for the government hurt or harm Nancy Guthrie, Spirit? Did someone who works for the government? Yes. Okay. Spirit, was Nancy familiar with the person who hurt or harmed her? Was Nancy Guthrie familiar with the person who hurt or harmed her? Yes. Was Nancy's body disposed of, Spirit? Yes. Is Nancy being held hostage somewhere, Spirit? Is Nancy Guthrie being held hostage somewhere? No. Was Nancy Guthrie's abduction fabricated, Spirit? Was her abduction made up and fabricated? Yes. Spirit, was Nancy's body around or in her home when she died? Yes. So they know exactly what happened to her, okay? Her body she was killed at home, y'all, okay? Her body was left in her home, okay? These people know that. Her body has been since disposed of or moved or like whatever they decided to do with her body, but that woman's body was left in her home, was never taken from her home. This woman has never been missing at all, okay? Spirit, was Nancy disposed of outside of her home anywhere? Did anybody dispose of her body outside of her home? No. Is there a cover-up of Nancy Guthrie's death? Is there a cover-up pertaining to Nancy Guthrie's death? Yes. Did the secret information that Nancy Guthrie have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Yes. Is the information pertaining to human or sex trafficking, Spirit? Is the information that Nancy Guthrie had pertaining to human or sex trafficking? Yes. Spirit, did a politician kill Nancy Guthrie? Yes. And I was so surprised at this because I'm like, damn, man, because the first thing I asked Spirit was about a hitman. I'm like, there is, it's not unheard of these people putting hits out on people and have, your little Men in Black type to go and, knock somebody off or some shit like that or what have you with these type of situations, okay? Spirit is telling me it was no hitman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was legit. Like, somebody did this with their own hands. Somebody who's a government official that Spirit is saying is a politician. I was like, damn. You understand what I'm saying? And Spirit, also what I didn't tell you is Spirit is telling me this person didn't come alone. So this person may have had a driver, a bodyguard, or like entourage, like other people with them, okay? But it was this particular politician who came to see her on the day that she was said to have been missing, okay? And I was really surprised by that, okay? So I can even ask it here. Spirit, was there a hired hitman that was sent to kill Nancy Guthrie? Was there a hired hitman that was sent to kill Nancy Guthrie? No. Was this government official that killed Nancy Guthrie a politician, Spirit? Was the person who killed Nancy Guthrie a politician? Yes. Did this politician visit Nancy Guthrie on the day that she was said to have been missing? Yes. Is this politician from the state in which she lived in of Arizona? Was this a politician in Arizona, Spirit? Yes. Spirit, was Nancy Guthrie at home alone at the time she had the visit from the politician? Yes. Spirit, did the politician that came to visit Nancy Guthrie come alone? Was that politician alone? No. So that politician had other people with him? Yes. Spirit, was Nancy Guthrie strangled? Was Nancy Guthrie strangled? No. Was Nancy Guthrie shot? No. Was Nancy Guthrie stabbed? No. Was Nancy Guthrie injected with something? No. Was Nancy Guthrie drugged or poisoned? Yes. Was Nancy Guthrie forced to take something by mouth? Was Nancy forced to take something by mouth? Yes. Spirit, do the family did the family know that Nancy was going to be a sacrifice? Did the family know that that Nancy Guthrie was going to be sacrificed to silence her? Yes. Okay, guys. Honey, so that's what I got here as it relates to the situation, y'all. Okay, this is a sad situation, but these people got on my nerves. Okay, they need to stop with the bullshit. They need to stop with the lies and the damn deceptions and playing up in people's faces. Okay, you got a whole bulletin of this woman up like she's just missing in action, like somebody done went in and abducted this elderly woman. Okay. Wow. Let's see, female and the devil wanted to come out first. You know, you got this, like, I think it's up to, like, is it like $6 million ransom and different things like that? You got a $6 million ransom and $100,000 reward for any information or what have you. Like, it's crazy. But what I do know is that nobody abducts elderly women. I'm sorry. They just don't. Okay? Spirit, give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to Nancy Guthrie. Look, lies is at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of lies that have been told, guys. Okay? As it relates to the situation. There definitely could have been some type of jealousy. There's also some type of jealousy in the family. Something about jealousy in family. Okay? And somebody being a caretaker. Somebody maybe was her caretaker or something like that, or is supposed to be her caretaker or something like that. Spirit, give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to, I'm seeing man-made disaster. So this was a man-made disaster, collective, okay? Which basically means that this was set up on purpose, okay? There could be a cult of individuals who are involved. This could be a sinister cult, a dark cult, a devil worshiping cult, or something like that. But this man-made disaster was because of this cult. Okay? Shit. I'm even seeing aliens here. This could speak to This could speak to the shapeshifters or some type of shit. This cult and these aliens have to do with this man-made disaster, okay? As well as this cover-up as it relates to what happened to her, okay? This was a crime of passion. Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages as it relates to Nancy Guthrie? I'm seeing secret here. So there's a lot of secrets surrounding this man-made disaster that took place as it relates to Nancy Guthrie, okay? I'm also seeing surveillance here, okay? Something could have been recorded, okay? Somebody could have recorded, like this surveillance could literally speak of like a snuff film or something that was created. Somebody could have wanted, wanted to see, you know, her taken out or something like that. There's something about surveillance. This code have access to this surveillance, okay? Something about secret and surveillance here, okay? Again, I'm seeing lies here. This wanted to come out. Earlier, we seen that earlier, okay? Yeah, and the surveillance that they put out for the public to view, Spirit is saying is lies, okay? Yeah, neighborhood here. Some type of lies, okay? Something with our neighborhood as well. I'm also seeing life insurance policy. She could have definitely, well, life insurance here, she could have definitely had a substantial life insurance policy. Spirit is saying here, okay? Something was done out of revenge, Spirit is saying. This situation happened out of revenge, okay? And again, I'm telling you, I seen jealousy and family again. Jealousy and family is here as well. Spirit, what else is going on as it relates to Nancy Guthrie? What else is going on as it relates to Nancy Guthrie? Assassination. This person assassination is on camera. Somebody has a snuff film of this person's death, of exactly what went on. Whoever this cult or these powers that be, they step back and watch this situation go down. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? As it relates to Nancy Guthrie, her disappearance. Nancy Guthrie and her disappearance, Spirit. This is a revenge assassination, okay? Something that has to do with her spouse or a partner here, okay? Maybe she had some type of information because of her spouse or her partner, or something like that. But somebody definitely wanted to silence her. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing something here about perversion. Wow. Child. Something about perversion in child or children. Trapped. Something about some type of perversion going on with children that are trapped in like cages or caves or underground, or you see that look like a cage or something here or what have you. This is the reason why she was assassinated. Yeah. This is the reason why she was assassinated, Spirit is saying. I'm going to set this over here. Something about perversion, children, and them being trapped somewhere, okay? I'm seeing cleanup here. Some type of cleanup is going on or went on as well. Some type of lies that were told and some type of cleanup that is going on, okay? Spirit, any other messages pertaining? Yeah, this is organized crime, Spirit is saying. It's a cover-up in her neighborhood, okay, of this organized crime that is going on, Spirit is saying. Yeah. You got death here. Okay, so this is a crime of passion. Somebody stands to gain some type of, this person obviously has some type of life insurance policy. We got death here. This organized crime. You got revenge, assassination, clean up, organized crime, death. Okay? Yeah. And they said she was missing in an effort to get some type of money. Okay? Something about missing and money. Okay? Some type of money could be missing, or they could have said she was missing in an effort to get some type of money or something. Something about missing and money. Spirit, any other messages as it relates to the situation? You got justice at the bottom of the deck, so that would obviously speak to the police and authorities involved with this situation. Yeah. Somebody that works for the justice system. You got abuse and neglect here as well, guys. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? I'm even seeing suicide here. They could have tried to say something like it was supposed to be a suicide. I don't know whose bright idea it was to say that she was missing. Yeah, what I tell you, drugs, poison. Somebody that works for the justice system, that works for the government, abused and neglected her in some type of way. She was drugged, she was poisoned, Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Seeing something about the desert. She do live in Arizona, so that would be desert area. Let me see something. Hold on, guys. Spirit, was Nancy Guthrie's body dismembered? After Nancy was poisoned, was her body dismembered, Spirit? Was there any type of dismemberment? No. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was seeing that card. I keep seeing this dismemberment card. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Okay, I'm also seeing legal proceedings. There's something about legal proceedings. I don't know if there could be some type of legal proceedings that's going on. Maybe somebody, I don't know if somebody was going to ask this person to speak or to testify or something about something, but some type of legal proceedings plays a role in this. You got justice, abuse, neglect, drugs, poison, and legal proceedings. This person was drugged or poisoned to prevent them from partaking in some type of legal proceedings. Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm seeing serial killer here. So somebody who has killed before could have been involved here. But you also got accomplices and partners in crime here. So there were several accomplices and partners in crime in this situation here. Okay, I'm also seeing the desert. Okay, once again, this person lives in Arizona, which is like deserted, desert area. Look, home here. This person died in their home. Okay. This person died in their home. Yeah. Homicide. This was a homicide, okay? I'm also seeing the devil, mind control, greed here, okay? They could have been trying to mind control this person. Or maybe one of this person's children or something. Could have sold their soul to the devil, be chained to the devil, could be under mind control and is in something out of greed. Okay, because remember when I told you I seen female and the devil wanted to pop out first? Okay, and then right after that was jealousy and family, spouse, partner. Okay, somebody chained to the devil here. Remember when I told you that Spirit is saying that the family, okay, this may not consist of the entire family, but somebody in the family knew that she was going to be sacrificed. Whoever that person is a sellout. They're chained to the devil and they under mind control, okay, and they full of greed. Okay, they end something for the money. Okay, I'm also seeing egotism here. Somebody is very egotistical, full of vanity and pride, arrogant, cocky, conceited type of energies. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages, Spirit? Yep, that's what's going on here, though, y'all. That's what's going on here. They could have wanted to make something seem like it was a suicide, but I don't know whose bright idea it was to, because I keep seeing something about suicide. I don't know whose bright idea it was to make it seem like she was missing or something like that. Okay. Tunnel is at the bottom of the deck, so something could definitely be significant to tunnels or a tunnel system. Spirit, any of the messages as it relates to Nancy Guthrie, Spirit? Any other messages as it relates to Nancy Guthrie? Okay, so the devil is in the details of the situation. No ifs, ands, or buts about, okay? There's a swindler who is involved here. This devil card here, it says dark magic, possessed, cursed, okay? Exorcist. These are some toxic as individuals, demonically possessed, devil worshippers, sellouts, wicked as individuals, okay? Somebody who's a swindler, a perpetrator, who has been exposed and is trying to evade some type of capture, some type of scammer or hustler or con, okay, is involved in this shit, is chained to the devil. I'm also seeing torture here, okay? So she was tortured in some type of way. This person is the victim of torture, Spirit is saying, okay? I'm also seeing power here, okay? So this power card speaks of persons in positions of authority, people with fame or recognition who abuses their power, okay? This person could have been worried about losing their power or something like that as well, but somebody in power is involved, okay? Yeah, I'm also seeing discrimination here, okay? There could be some type of discrimination against her that was going on, maybe because of what she knew or something like that. I'm also seeing secret society here. So individuals, that's that cult energy, okay? This could be Freemasons or any other type of cult covenant, secret society or organization, but the secret society is involved in what happened to Nancy Guthrie. And you got ritual sacrifice here. So this was a blood sacrifice, a human sacrifice, Spirit is saying, okay? This is a human sacrifice, Spirit is saying. I'm also seeing illegal here, okay? So this is obviously illegal, what they have done, okay? Illegal harassment, illegal surveillance, illegal use of technology, artificial intelligence, militarized operations, cruel and unusual punishment. She could have been being stalked or tracked. There could be some type of domestic terrorism. This is a hate crime that was committed against her. I'm seeing loss of a loved one here, okay? Which literally says death, abandonment, or unexplained disappearance here, okay? Yeah, but this was a human sacrifice, Spirit is saying, okay? So you got government here. So there's government individuals who are involved. This card literally say governor, court, disposers, advisors, okay? So a government official is definitely involved here. Royalty even wanted to come out as well. Somebody could have ties to the royals or royalty or something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing secrets here, okay? She knew some type of secrets here. These secrets that she knew about, it has something to do with sexual assaults, victims of sexual assaults, rapes, whether she witnessed this or she had information of rapes or molestation, sexual assaults, these perpetrators or what have you. This is the secret information that she had, okay? Maybe she was going to expose this secret. Okay. This also speaks of cover-up, secret agendas, propaganda, secret affairs, kept in the dark, secrets exposed, malicious missions, or what have you. She knew some type of secrets about these sexual assaults here, okay? And this could be tied into this perversion with the child and trapped here with missing and this money here. Spirit, any other messages pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Nancy Guthrie. Okay, I'm seeing technology here. Okay, she was being watched. There was some type of use of technology or abuse of technology. Somebody was spying on her, watching her, using some type of artificial intelligence or spyware or something like that. That's the reason why we had the surveillance cars out here. But somebody also recorded maybe a snuff film of this person's death. This person was being watched even in the privacy of their own home, Spirit is saying, okay? They could have overheard this person speaking to somebody, saying something to somebody here, okay? Again, we got another children card here. This one could be what these secrets is about pertaining to this. It's something to do with the sexual assault. Okay. I'm also seeing magic here. Okay. So somebody could have definitely been doing some type of magic. This magic card says sorceress, sorceress, alchemist, illusionist, Wiccan, warlock, dark priest or priestess. Okay. Somebody was into some type of magic or maybe doing some type of magic on her, Spirit is saying. Any other messages, Spirit, pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Okay. I'm also seeing brainwashing here. This person could have been doing they were doing some type of magic on this person and using some type of form of brainwashing or MK Ultra mind control or something like that, Spirit is saying. Okay. Spirit, any other messages? I'm telling you, the law is involved, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person knew some type of secrets about sexual assault of children and some type of childhood trauma. These children being abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, or sold. Spirit is saying. This person knew some type of truth about this. I don't know if they was going to speak out or have been speaking out about this or what have you. But somebody wanted to prevent this. Prevent her from speaking, Spirit is saying. And this is the reason why they sacrificed her. This is the reason why they took her out, Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Any other messages? Spirit is saying this is an execution. This is an execution. Okay, this person was, look, execute. This card says execution. Okay, so she was obviously executed, but right here it says snitch here. Okay, she could have witnessed something. She knew the truth about something here, and she was executed for snitching. Or to keep her from snitching here. Okay, I'm telling you. There's some high-ranking people involved here. You got the government out here, the law out here. You got leadership out here. So these are leaders, rulers, bosses. The government can speak of any government officials. The law can even speak of judgments, law enforcement, lawmakers, lawyers, and different things, okay? I'm telling you, the government, they know exactly what happened to her. Okay? Any other messages, Spirit? Murder. This is a murder. And look at this card. Look at this bottle with the skull and bones on here. And it say poison. She was poisoned. I told you, Spirit say she was forced to, like, intake something, consume something. Like, because I wonder, was this, like, injected in her or something like that? Or was it in a pill form, a liquid form? Spirit said that she was forced to take something. Okay? Yeah. Any other messages, Spirit? You got wealth at the bottom of the deck. So this is all about some type of wealth or a large amount of wealth or money. And something about, you got wealth at the bottom of this deck and tunnels at the bottom of another deck, okay? This person could have had some type of secret hidden information pertaining to some type of tunnels where these people were being... where these where this perversion is going on, where children are being held or something like that. Okay, this happened because of some type of judgment or decision to take some type of action against this person. Spirit is saying, okay, some type of judgment or decision was made to take some type of action. These people set out on some type of mission to sacrifice this person. Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? I seen the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, I wanted to start off with the Four of Swords. So this was also done to silence her. The Four of Swords can also speak of someone being silenced, someone in isolation, someone in, yeah, it came back out again. So this was done in an effort to silence her. Okay? Was the reason why some type of this judgment or decision was made, collective. Okay? Yeah. Because of some type of secret things, hidden things, what was going on in the dark. I feel like things that were supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up was coming to the light here. They wanted to silence this person. This was the reason for this conflict, this defeat, this hostility, the plot twist, the abuse. Okay? Okay? Spirit, any other messages pertaining to... So there are several individuals who are involved, Spirit is saying, okay? They all collaborated together for the purposes of money in an effort to sacrifice this woman here, okay? Spirit, any other messages? Yeah, this was ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin. This was a fatal ending. This person was stabbed in the back by people closest to her. This was a hate crime. This was cruel. This was brutal. Okay, and this person was met with a fatal ending. Spirit is saying, with a fatal ending. Spirit, any other messages? And this was all done in an effort to silence her, okay? And look, justice here. I told you there were people in power and authority who made the judgment, who made the decision to take some type of action to do this to this person, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. Spirit, what is this? Any other messages pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Yeah. Because of somebody, you got death card here, okay? So this person is deceased, Spirit is saying. Okay, the death card is all about transformation, abrupt changes, endings, and so forth, guys. Okay, so Spirit is saying that this poor woman is deceased. Her life was snuffed out to keep her silenced about something that she knew. Spirit is saying. Okay, yeah. And like I said, there's a group of individuals who collaborated together for the purposes of money. Okay. Definitely 3 or more people, but there could be a team of individuals or group of individuals involved. Okay. They could be in some type of binding contracts. They could belong to some type of co-covenant or secret society that they are involved in some type of binding contracts. Okay. It's interesting. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. It's always interesting when these two cards come out together because the Seven of Swords is about lies, deceptions, trickery, thievery, fuckery, manipulations, deceptions. The Ace of Swords is about truth and clarity and awareness and insight. Okay. Let's see if they come back up. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit, pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Any other messages? This was ultimate betrayal, though, by persons in power or authority, okay, that caused her death. And there are several individuals who collaborated together for the purposes of money for this to happen, okay? I'm seeing the Page of Swords here. So, the Page of Swords can often speak to, it can speak to a lot of different things, from gossip or rumors. It can even speak to surveillance and different things like that. This person could have been being watched, okay, unless this person was speaking about certain things or what have you. But I feel like she was being stalked, harassed, surveillance. Spirit is saying. Yeah, Spirit is saying that's the truth. That's clarity. So this judgment was made by the justice system, by persons in power and authority because of some type of truth or clarity, okay? They may have overheard her speaking to somebody about something, knew that she knew the truth about something. Spirit is saying here, okay? I'm also seeing the Ten of Pentacles here. There's a lot of money that is to be gained, like off of the death of this woman as well, Spirit is saying. There's something about a large amount of money or wealth. Okay? Any other messages, Spirit, pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Any of the messages pertaining to Nancy Guthrie? Or this could have to do with the large amount of wealth and money that was being made off of these children, okay? Something about perversion in these children being trapped, missing, okay? Because remember, missing and money came up, okay? Spirit, any of the messages? I do keep seeing the Magician card here, okay? So these people are divination abusers. They abuse divination by way of manipulation in an effort to manifest what they want. They're master manipulators. So I definitely feel like there was a lot of, you know, evil, wicked hocus pocus, you know, toxic things going on around this person. It's like this person was being targeted and attacked in some type of way. Yeah, she definitely could have been dealing with some type of burdens, hardships, or problematic situation, stress, feeling overwhelmed by something that was going on, Spirit is saying, okay? She was already being surveillanced, harassed. She was being watched, okay? They knew she knew the truth, okay? She could have even spoke to somebody about the truth in some way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? But because of some type of truth or clarity or awareness or insight is the reason that there was, that a judgment was made by these persons in the justice system, in the government, in power, to bring about some type of completion or ending to a cycle as it relates to this person, as it relates to the situation, Spirit is saying. To keep this person from speaking some type of truth as it relates to the Spirit. What else is going on? What else is going on with the situation? I'm seeing the Eight of Wands here. So the Eight of Wands is all about swift, fast communication, messages, news, or information. It can also speak to air travel as well. This is sitting here with the Ten of Coins here, okay? Yeah. There was definitely heartache and heartbreak and sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish that came from this situation here, okay? Something definitely changed or shifted in this person's life as well, Spirit is saying. I'm seeing the Ten of Cups here, which speaks to the family. This person's husband also could have had some type of ties to something or knowledge of something. I'm not really sure if this person's husband is alive anymore. It may not be or something. But remember, spouse and partner as well as family came up as well, guys, okay? Spirit, any other information? Any other information? I'm seeing a Chariot here, like something has to do with trafficking, okay? This could literally be the situation where all of this, where this money is coming from. I do know that somebody seems to gain a lot of money off the death of Nancy or what have you. But there's something, the information that she had was pertaining to human sex trafficking and large amounts of money that's being made off of these children. Okay? So this is a situation that was manifested. It definitely brought about some type of heartache and heartbreak collective, which led to her death, or because of her death, Spirit is saying. Yeah, there was definitely some type of communication, messages, news, or information, okay? This is definitely bring about some type of sadness, loss, disappointment, or regret. This might be tied into this situation over here. Spirit, what else is going on here? Clarify the Five of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Something is also stemming from the past, like past things that she knew about, information that she had from past things, past situations as well. Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify the Five of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. There's a group of individuals just like rejoicing in celebration over a situation, like that this situation happened with her as well. These are the same individuals that caused this conflict, that caused this hostility, this defeat, these that partook in these plot twists and did these abusive things towards her. Spirit is saying. Yeah, I feel like the Seven of Swords, this goes on this family and different things like that. There's a lot of lies and deceptions and trickery and fuckery around these situations. These people are lying about what's really going on, Spirit is saying. Okay? Yeah, there's lies, deceptions, trickery. There's also jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition. Something being done out of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge, Spirit is saying. We had that revenge card that came out here, okay? Yeah, and this is the reason why this decision was made, okay? This knee-jerk decision that was made. Because somebody was at a crossroads. Spirit, any other messages? I saw something about something publicly being recognized, or somebody didn't want something to be publicly recognized or something like that. Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages pertaining to the situation? That's what's going on here, though, y'all. Okay, I'm telling you, and these people have been, they're like rejoicing. The people involved in this situation are like rejoicing in celebration that this situation is happening. This person is gone. Okay, they didn't want this person to speak up or speak out or maybe testify about something pertaining to the situation. Okay, and it's tied into the situation pertaining something that's got to do with human trafficking, sex trafficking, perversion with his children is trapped. Okay, something about missing money, and like it's a lie here, y'all. It's a lot. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Okay, this was done in an effort to silence this woman, Spirit is saying. Okay, so I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to the situation, guys. Like I said, people be saying that they be wanting the truth, but most people don't really want the real truth to come out to certain situations that's going on. Okay, there's nothing here that I said or that I mentioned that was meant as any blatant disrespect to anyone, especially the friends, the family, or the loved ones of this person. Okay, you know, obviously if you're not involved with anything malicious that happened to this woman, then you know there's nothing that you should be offended by or anything like that. Obviously the people who were involved in this situation may feel some type of way about what I had to say. Okay, but I am non-biased in this situation. I don't know these people from Adam, and I don't have anything to do at all with this situation. I'm just doing the job that I do and providing the information to maybe be of help to somebody who needed some type of truth or clarity as it relates to this situation, guys. Okay, I'm not really sure when they're going to, you know, pull some type of stunt and act like, you know, produce her body and like, oh, you know, act like, aha, you know, we found her, and you know, she was such and such, and they've done this awful thing. So, you know, I'm not really sure, you know, when they're going to do that. Okay, but what Spirit tells me, like something was done though. Okay, what Spirit tells me is this woman was never taken from her home. What happened to her happened at home. Okay, and even when she died, she was left at home. Okay, so either her body is still in that house, or either she was snuck out, you know, late at night, wee hours of the morning, and taken somewhere to a morgue or something, and body being preserved, you know, or something like that. Until they decide, you know, to act like, you know, that, aha, we done found her, and, you know, or like, you know, how they really plan to like play this out or what have you. But Spirit is telling me that what happened to Nancy Guthrie happened to her in her home. Okay, she was never taken out of that home. Okay, and Spirit is telling me that she is deceased. Okay, but she died in that home. Now what they did with her body from there, because Spirit did tell me that she was disposed of. Okay, so what they did with her body from there, I'm not really sure. Okay, but I do know the tragic situation, the tragic thing that happened to her at home. Okay, and the reason why this situation happened is because these individuals wanted to silence her. Okay, because the information that she had, because the information that she knew, it has got some type of ties to Jeffrey Epstein, and situations, about some very dark, sinister, evil type of things. Okay, the devil is definitely in the detail, but this woman was already being, they was doing spell work on this woman and using some form of mind control on her, and she was also being surveillanced. Okay, her phones could have even been tapped. Somebody was listening in on her and watching her before this situation happened. Okay, and it could be how they found out that maybe she was speaking to somebody or going to speak out about something, or maybe this person was asked to was going to be asked to testify or something like that, or what have you guys. Okay, um, yeah, that's what's going on here, though, y'all. Okay. So I've given you the truth and the clarity to the best of my abilities. As a, um, pertaining to the information that has been given to me by my spirit guides. Okay, spirit is the information that I gave the collective pertaining to Nancy Guthrie, truth and clarity as you related to me. It's the information that I relayed to the collective pertaining to the situation, truth and clarity. Spiritually saying yes. Okay. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to make up anything. I have no reason to speak ill of anybody in particular. I don't know any of these people from Adam, okay? Just to be pointing some fingers at somebody and be just saying some malicious stuff about somebody, okay? So, I don't want anybody, like I said in the beginning, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Please use your own discernment, okay, guys? And this information, the information that I provided was the information that was given to me by my spirit guys. Okay, guys. Okay, so take what apply, leave what does not. I feel like these type of situations piss me off because at the end of the day, they're not going to ever come out and be like, "Yep, you know what? Tiffany was absolutely right about the situation." These type of situations, especially when it ties into people who are high in power, who are wealthy, who are elite, they will forever stay buried. Okay, they would never tell anybody the truth about it. Okay, so when they do come out and say, "Oh, we have found her," or we've learned that she's deceased, or whatever they come out with, is going to be some type of cover story. Okay, it's not going to be the truth. And I really kind of hate these type of situations because the real truth never comes out, especially when the situation links back to people with certain levels of power and authority and wealth and connections and different things like that. Okay, and that's what's so heartbreaking because the truth never really comes out. So these people's souls don't ever really get to rest in peace. Okay, because the truth is never known as to what truly happened to them or what have you. And at the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want to believe, and they're going to go on to the next scandal. Um, the next time something happened, and totally disregard it after a while, guys. Okay, so but anyway, yeah. Guys, so thank you all so very much for listening and for watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tiff diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Peace.